today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions versus Deshaun Watson and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Coming up the second week of the preseason, and we got a solid matchup in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Faking the give, now Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 50, it's Goff. And complete to Zach Ertz. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's Goff now on second down. He's got room at the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here's Goff. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. But once again, it's Mitchell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson. And his pass incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now as the quarterback.
A leap in. He's got it. He got it. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still nice to know that he's still got it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Kyron Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here's Watson.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he stopped immediately there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Goff.
That is caught.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Throwing again is gone. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make the ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. But the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. But right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front.
pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that will be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And that going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, This one winds up no good.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And this one complete to Doolin. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This one from 48 yards away. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to...
Williams loses the football, and the Jags grab it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And they will take a knee here.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.